Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, we will look into the Magic Crusher build for High Wizard. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. Magic Crusher deals neutral physical damage to a single target based on your magic attack, and the damage might decrease depending on the target's defense. In addition, the overall damage is affected by cards that you have in your weapon, the weapon element, size, race, and element of the target. The skill might also miss depending on your accuracy. For this build, we will need the magic attack and attack speed buff from the Might Staff. Since the passive skill only lasts for 1 second, we can trigger it by using the side skill before using Magic Crusher. Doing so gives us the Almighty status that further increases our skill damage. In addition, element scrolls from sages are now available. We can now have 4 additional elements aside from Priest Aspersio. Alright, first let's check the recommended skills for this build. For Mage, you can put points to Firewall, Zen Heart, and Thunderstorm, which is a prerequisite to Jupiter Thunder. Then put the rest of the points to any skill that you need. For Wizard, max out Jupiter Thunder and Safety Wall. Then put the rest of the points to any skill that you need, like Sight. For High Wizard, max out Magic Crusher, which is our main damage skill, Mystical Amplification, and Elemental Awareness. Then put the rest of the points to any skill that you need, like Soul Drain and Gambantin. Up next, let's check the recommended stats. We need to max out both Intelligence to increase our base magic attack, and Agility, which increases our attack speed, since Magic Crusher's cooldown is affected by attack speed. Then you can allocate the rest of the points to Dex to increase our hit rate, and Vitality to increase our max HP and defense. Then let's check the recommended equipment sets and cards. For the weapon, we will be using Mighty Staff. This weapon gives us stack every time we cast our skill. Each stack increases our magic attack and attack speed for 1 second, for a maximum of 5 stacks. After reaching the maximum stack, we will gain Almighty buff that adds additional damage equivalent to our base magic attack times 800%. As for the cards, we will be using cards that increases damage to size, race, or target's element. We can also use cards like Archer Skeleton card that increases range damage, Hunter Fly card for lifesteal, and Red Iruma card for a chance to cast level 10 Water Ball when attacking. As for the armor, we will be using Magic Burst set. This increases our skill damage depending on our SP. You can also use armor set like Sprint set in case your refinement level is below plus 15, or Rider set in case you need more attack speed. As for the card, we will be using cards that either increases our max HP, defense or magic defense, element resistance, or cards that reduces damage taken. As for the garment, we will be using either Driller card, Ninetail card, or Baphomet Jr. card. As for the shoes, I recommend using Virit card. As for the headgear, mid-gear, mouthpiece, costumes, and backpiece, we need equipments that either adds int, agility, or range physical damage. For accessories, you can use accessories that adds int, vit, agi, and range physical damage. As for the cards, we will be using 4 Wind Ghost cards. This increases our chance to autocast level 10 Jupiter Thunder when attacking. You can also use Furious Pouring card to catch the target and can also trigger the Wind Ghost card's effect. Up next, the recommended course. Since there are no specific course that increases Magic Crusher's damage, it is recommended to use Momentum Module Core to increase our attack speed. We can also use Element Protocol Core to increase our element damage, Mana Length Boost Core to increase our range physical damage, and Energy Storm Core for additional AoE damage. You can also use Holy Light Shield Core, Bloodthirst Core, and Cold Blood Core. In addition, we can use Elemental Scrolls and Aspersio to change our weapon attribute. We can also use Potion that adds int, agility, and attack speed, and food that increases our range physical damage. Alright, so far we've discussed the recommended stats, skills, equipments, cards, and cores for the Magic Crusher build. Feel free to experiment and modify your settings and skills depending on the available equipments, your playstyle, and personal preference. And that's it for the video. If you find this guide helpful or you enjoy watching this guide, please help me out by hitting the like button. Say something nice for the algorithm or let me know what you think about this build by leaving a comment down below. And last but not the least, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on our next video. Thank you for watching.